Next up, we got the playoff Warriors have exposed the Kings. Now, I found this channel called Hoop Records. All right, so you let me know, or Hoop Reports actually. Now, this is I'm pretty sure this is like a little Warriors thing and stuff like that. Since I'm a big Warriors fan, I'm like, you know what, I might as well check it out. Now, if y'all want more videos from this channel, or just Warriors like type videos like this in general, comment down which ones you're gonna react to, and also like the video. All right, like the video and hit the subscribe button. All right, now the Warriors right now is 2-2, bro. We're going back away. It's about to be a next away game. This is a kind of an old video. This is when they first won. But still gotta check it out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let's see what it been time by.
This man's name is Domantas Ankle-Lovin' Sabonis.
Oh my gosh.
He honestly
Sabonis
looks like a center who plays basketball, but after that whole Draymond Green episode, we all learned that he's actually a comedian, an actor.
No, bro is a Hollywood bro. Need to go straight to Hollywood, bro. This dude, when Draymond stepped on, he screamed like he was getting stabbed by actual knife. I've never seen somebody Hollywood act that big in my life.
But more importantly, a man who made a big mistake. And here he is on the post. I don't know what he was thinking about, bringing the ball like that into heavy traffic, but unsurprisingly, he quickly gets the ball knocked out of his hands by several Warriors, which then leads to the greatest show in the world, a Golden State transition play.
Yes, sir.
Well, the ball eventually finds its way into Curry's hands, who's like way out behind the three-point line. Then without even a moment of hesitation, he lets it fly, and the ball finds nothing but the bottom of the basket. What a sweet play by the Warriors, but the real reason I wanted to show this clip was because of this. After Sabonis gets the ball knocked out of his hands, he first complains to this official, hoping to get a foul called. Then, as he runs back, he immediately looks towards this official, hoping to get a foul called. Without the help of the refs, Sacramento is in trouble. 114-97 was the final score. Ladies and gentlemen, the playoff Warriors.
Actually, did y'all see about De'Aaron Fox? They talking about De'Aaron Fox might get hurt, or not might get hurt, but he might be hurt. He might be questionable for the next game. If we win, if they lose De'Aaron Fox, oh my God, bro, we're gonna win. Now I don't want to laugh at nobody's like injury or anything, like, you know what I'm saying. Hopefully he gets better. That's the one thing I always want to preach, is like not being like, you know what I'm saying. Even though I'm going against certain teams and stuff like that, it's just friendly competition. At the end of the day, we are all human, and we get make mistakes, and you know what I'm saying, we get hurt. Now we don't want to laugh at nobody's injuries, but I'm not gonna lie, bro, get hurt, hey, bro, that's like a blessing from God, bro. Because this dude De'Aaron Fox been dropping 50 a game, easy. You know what I'm saying?
Exposed the Kings.
And actually, last game we had Sabonis locked up. See, the last away game we had, Sabonis was going crazy, but then this recent game, he ain't been doing nothing. So we gotta contain Sabonis still, and just try to contain De'Aaron Fox. Put 3 people on him, honestly, bro. Honestly.
So guys, I wanted to start off this video by pointing out that Sabonis and the Kings played a dirty little trick to try and cheat the Warriors, and here's what I mean. The whole episode with Draymond Green happened with 7
Look
minutes.
at this dude. Look how he screamed, bro. This dude
That's
is
what I
a
mean.
comedian.
The whole episode with Draymond Green happened with 7 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter
look
of
at this
Game
guy,
2.
bro.
Then after that, as we all know, Draymond was tossed out of the game while Sabonis remained and actually played the rest of the game. Well, afterwards, the Kings knew they had a good shot of getting Draymond suspended if they made it seem like Sabonis was actually hurt. So, what did they do? They made him take an x-ray, then they listed him as questionable for Game 3 due to a sternum contusion.
Bro.
Sheesh, guys.
He did not get hurt that
deceiving
bad.
trick from a mile away. Now, anyway,
Now,
after Draymond...
now we would say that Draymond, like, obviously, you know, Draymond's had a history. You know what I mean? This is not the first time we see some shit like this. But, bro, this dude didn't get hurt. Like, this dude acting like he got stabbed, bro. That little stomp, bro. If you ever played outside with your friends before, you've got hit like that. You're a grown-ass man, bro. I know you lift weights. That shit was nothing. Literally nothing.
Became officially
now,
suspended.
if Draymond was like 350 and he like jumped on you or some shit like that, then okay. But bro, he that little ass, like, come on, bro. Stop.
Sabonis dropped the act,
Look at this
and
guy.
here's what he said in an interview when asked about his health.
Hey, Domas, how you feeling?
I feel good.
Personally, are you feeling healthy?
Yeah, I mean,
In Game 3, Sabonis played 35 minutes, when just a day ago, the Kings sounded like that he wasn't going to suit up at
Exactly,
all, and he was
bro.
even listed as questionable. Did anyone else feel that this was a bit on the dirty side?
He
They
held
feigned
it.
an injury to get an important player suspended. Anyway, nobody asked him, but I'm sure that for Steph Curry, this was when he took things personally. At the very end of all that sneaky aftermath, Sabonis was a minus 20 in the box plus minus column as the Kings got blown out by close to 20. Talk about karma. But enough of this. Let's now talk about the actual game as a whole and how the Kings have been absolutely exposed. So guys, first things first. I actually went over in the last video the 2 things the Warriors need to do to dominate the Kings, and that's exactly what happened on Thursday night. Limit the turnovers and be more aggressive on the glass. Limit the turnovers and be more aggressive on the glass.
Yes, sir.
In the first 2 games, the Kings didn't outplay the Warriors. They outplayed themselves by turning the ball over 100 times and letting the Kings bully them on the boards. Well, in Game 3, it was 12 Warriors turnovers to the Kings 15 and 59 Warriors rebounds to the Kings 53.
That's nice.
The Warriors don't have to win in these categories per se, but it has to be somewhat close.
Yeah.
And as we all just witnessed, that was the difference maker and led to a completely lopsided score, which made the Kings look like queens. Anyway, next up, the Warriors have slowly but surely figured out how to defend both De'Aaron Fox and Malik Monk, the 2 teammates out of Kentucky. I mean, just look at the statistics here. In Game 1, these 2 combined for 70 points on 31 for 40 shooting from the floor. Those are literally the numbers I expect to see from Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. Then in Game 2, the 2 of these guys combined for 42 points on 16 for 38 from shooting from the floor. Okay, I thought that's better. Those are numbers I expect to see from Ja Morant and Dylan "A Dynasty" Brooks. Then finally in Game 3, these 2 guys combined for just 30 points on 10 for 31 shooting from the floor. Those are numbers I expect to see from G League players. As y'all can evidently see, day by day, game by game, the Warriors are starting to figure them out as they're becoming just a little less productive.
And this is what I said. I said, bro, the Warriors, like, do you really think the Kings can last the series, bro? Now, this, like I said, has been the most entertaining series. But, bro, let's be honest, bro. They can't last with us, bro. They can't last, bro. When the last time the Kings even been to the playoffs, bro? You know what I'm saying? Do you think about lose the fucking King? The fuck?
A little less efficient with every passing game. And while the Kings roster as a whole is filled with weapons, it's safe to say that if these 2 players are slowed down, then that's pretty much the game. Anyway,
Exactly.
Steph Curry's greatness is exposing the defense of the Kings. I mean, look at this ridiculous play. Steph's here. He gets the ball from Kuminga, who then goes to screen Curry's initial defender. After that happened, Kuminga's original defender, Malik Monk, must have had a brain freeze or something because
Right, why you
who
didn't step
in his
up?
right mind gives Curry this much space?
You retarded?
Isn't it in every scouting report to not give Curry any daylight?
That's not even a scout
for
report, that's just
99%
common
of the
knowledge.
players in the league, that's good defense. But against the Chef, that's an automatic 3 points.
Yee.
By the end of the night, the 2-time MVP tallied 36 points on 12 for 25 shooting from the floor, 3 for 6 from deep, and a perfect 6 for 6 at the free throw line. Like I said earlier, it's clear that the Warriors have figured out Fox at this point, but the same could not be said about the Kings and Curry. I don't blame them, though. No team has really figured out how to guard Curry. He's too good of a shooter, and he's too good off the ball. Anyway, I want to touch back on Sabonis and the Draymond suspension.
Only way they can win is if they cheat again.
Why this
Only
was
way.
a huge mistake on Sacramento's part. Like Michael Jordan said in his Last Dance documentary, he needed to find ways to fire himself up for games, even if that meant fabricating lies to himself. Well, the Warriors at this point don't need to fabricate anything anymore. They really felt that the whole suspension to Draymond was a cheap shot by the Kings, and as a result, you can tell they took it personally. I mean, just look at Looney, for example. 20 rebounds? The dude came
Damn.
out aggressive and completely dominated the glass.
Sir.
Sheesh, guys. Then when it came to Kuminga, where do I even begin? Maybe with the play that almost ended Alex Len's career. Man, if he just made that dunk would have arguably been the dunk of the 2023 playoffs.
Oh, God. No,
Anyway,
the season.
it wasn't just these two, but it was clear that with Draymond out, everybody else got a lot better. Anyway, I want to move on to the next point here. As we all know, the Kings have had a historically good offensive year. I mean, from a points per game perspective, they've had the best scoring output in the last 40 years. But yet, in a game where they had an opportunity to take a commanding 3-0 lead in the most important game of the year for them, they were kept to under 100 points. And that was without two of the Warriors' best defenders, Draymond and the Young Glove. So, I want to repeat that again. The Warriors kept the best offensive team in the league in a critical game to under 100 points. It seems pretty clear at this point in the series that the Warriors have, for all intents and purposes, figured out the Kings. And with that being said, you could pencil in Game 4 as a win already. I mean, at home, with Draymond and GP2 returning. Then, following that, the momentum is going to be all with the Warriors, whereas the Kings, after losing 2 straight games and with all the pressure building up, are going to be a bit tentative. Then, as evident from the close games in Games 1 and 2, the Warriors have the ability to win in the Golden One Center. And with all that momentum on their side, and with their newfound insight on how to slow down Fox and Monk, they're going to steal Game 5. After that happens, the series will be headed back to Chase Center for Game 6, and that'll pretty much be the series. There's no way that Golden State will lose that at home. Who else has Warriors in 6? Then, although I believe the Lakers will win their series against Memphis, I hope the Grizzlies could somehow pull out that first round win, because nothing will make better television entertainment than seeing the Warriors eliminate the Grizzlies in the second round again. I mean, what do y'all think Brooks is going to say? Oh, and before I forget, this is on a different series, but did y'all see the Embiid-Nick Claxton tussle? Claxton started it by walking over Embiid, sort of how Sabonis started it by holding on Dre's ankle, and Embiid arguably did something worse than Draymond. But
Yo, what the fuck?
He was only slapped with a flagrant 1 for that. He probably won't get suspended either. The $1 million question, though, is if Draymond got ejected and suspended, why does Embiid only pick up a flagrant 1?
Bro, they're just cheating, bro. We all know this, bro. That the only way they know they can beat the Warriors is if they use the refs against them. That's the only way, bro. If we play real basketball, bro, we're gonna win. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if y'all want more videos on this, let me know. I love y'all. We out.